It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain.
So, bro, mute your mic on your controller.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance.
We talk about that later.
Like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
18 rattlers.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts.
His throw incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I play was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football, don't make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games? Well, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Mustang 19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
After one, it's 9-0.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Powering forward. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. Touchdown!
Logan Thomas,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Ready up.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and that can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver 1 the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
On first down, Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Tariq Castro-Fields
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he's got some space here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? In the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Man open left side is Brown.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
He'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
19,
On second down, it's Cook again.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try the middle with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd down, Howell now.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tress Way now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Get it. 60 vices, 60 vices.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
19 Cardinal, 60 Cardinal, 60 Cardinal. Warriors, 17. 19 Wyatt.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
is beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's a room to maneuver. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 33.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Commanders,
they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her, you got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands that me, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best.